The 1970s were a tumultuous time for the automotive industry. The decade was marked by significant changes and challenges that would reshape the landscape of car manufacturing forever. The 1973 oil crisis hit the world hard. Fuel prices skyrocketed, causing widespread panic and long lines at gas stations. The crisis exposed the vulnerability of relying heavily on oil. Suddenly, those gas-guzzling American cars weren't so appealing. The big, powerful engines that once symbolized freedom and power now seemed impractical and costly. People needed vehicles that sipped, not slurped, their petrol. Enter the Japanese automakers, who had been quietly perfecting the art of building small, efficient cars.
Japanese automakers, particularly Toyota, Honda, and Nissan, saw an opportunity. They recognized the shifting needs of the global market and were ready to meet the demand. They had been building smaller, more fuel-efficient cars for their domestic market for years. These vehicles were designed to be economical and reliable, perfect for the new era. These cars were perfect for the post-oil crisis world. They offered a practical solution to the fuel shortages and high prices that plagued consumers.
American consumers, used to their land yachts, were initially skeptical. They were accustomed to the comfort and power of their large vehicles. Could these smaller cars be safe? Could they be reliable? These were the questions on everyone's minds as they considered making the switch.
The Japanese automakers were determined to prove themselves. They invested heavily in quality control and innovation to ensure their cars met the highest standards. They focused on building cars that were not only fuel-efficient, but also well-built and reliable. Their commitment to excellence began to pay off. The reliability and efficiency of Japanese cars started to win over even the most skeptical consumers. Word spread quickly about their superior performance and value. The rest, as they say, is history. Japanese cars became synonymous with quality and efficiency, forever changing the automotive industry and consumer expectations. The Japanese didn't just want to sell a few cars in America, they wanted to conquer the market, and conquer they did. Their strategy was simple: offer affordable, fuel-efficient cars that were also reliable and fun to drive.
Models like the Honda Civic, Toyota Corolla, and Datsun, later Nissan Sunny, became incredibly popular. They were everything American cars weren't: economical, dependable, and surprisingly nippy.
American automakers, slow to adapt, found themselves losing market share rapidly. The Japanese invasion had begun. Having established a firm foothold in the affordable car market, the Japanese set their sights higher. They wanted a piece of the luxury car market, dominated by the likes of Mercedes-Benz and BMW.
In the late 1980s, Honda launched Acura. Toyota followed with Lexus, and Nissan with Infiniti. These luxury brands were aimed squarely at the established European marquees. They offered the same levels of luxury and performance, but with a focus on reliability and value that the Europeans couldn't match.
The luxury car market would never be the same. The Japanese automakers understood that to truly compete on a global scale, they needed to expand their reach. They began building manufacturing plants in key markets around the world, including the United States.
This strategy had several advantages. It reduced transportation costs and import tariffs. It also allowed the Japanese to tailor their cars to local tastes and preferences. The move to local production was a masterstroke.
It cemented their position as global players in the automotive industry. Section 5. The Kaizen Way, a philosophy of constant improvement. This concept has been a cornerstone in the evolution of many industries, but it is perhaps most famously associated with the Japanese auto industry. One of the key factors behind the success of the Japanese automakers was their unwavering commitment to quality and efficiency. Central to this was the concept of Kaizen, a Japanese word meaning continuous improvement. This philosophy was not just a set of guidelines, but a deeply ingrained cultural practice that permeated every level of the organization.
Kaizen is more than just a business philosophy. It is a holistic approach that integrates the personal and professional lives of employees. It's a way of life. It involves every employee, from the factory floor to the executive suite. Everyone is encouraged to constantly look for ways to improve processes, reduce waste, and enhance quality. This relentless pursuit of perfection has been a defining characteristic of the Japanese auto industry. The Kaizen approach fosters a culture where small incremental changes are valued just as much as large innovations. This mindset has led to significant advancements in manufacturing techniques, product quality, and overall efficiency. By empowering every individual to contribute to the improvement process, Japanese automakers have created a dynamic and resilient industry that continues to set global standards.
Section 6. Quality you can rely on building a reputation. The Japanese obsession with quality wasn't just some internal mantra, it translated into cars that were incredibly well built and reliable. Word got around.
Consumers, tired of American cars that seemed to spend more time in the shop than on the road, flocked to Japanese brands. Toyota, Honda, and Nissan became synonymous with dependability. Their cars just ran and ran and ran. This reputation for quality was invaluable. It gave them a significant competitive advantage and solidified their position as leaders in the global automotive industry.
Section 7. A shocking development embracing hybrid technology. The Japanese automakers have always been at the forefront of automotive innovation. One of their most significant contributions has been the development of hybrid technology.
In 1997, Toyota launched the Prius, the world's first mass-produced hybrid car. The Prius was a technological tour de force. It seamlessly combined a gasoline engine with an electric motor, achieving impressive fuel efficiency and reducing emissions.
The Prius was a gamble that paid off. It became a global icon of green motoring and paved the way for the widespread adoption of hybrid technology. Section 8, the electric slide or not, facing the EV revolution. While the Japanese were pioneers in hybrid technology, they were somewhat slow to embrace the electric vehicle revolution.
Companies like Tesla emerged, pushing the boundaries of EV technology and capturing the imagination of consumers. However, the Japanese giants are starting to catch up. They are investing heavily in EV research and development and are beginning to introduce compelling electric models to the market.
The race to dominate the EV market is well and truly on. Section 9, a legacy of innovation, the enduring impact. The impact of Toyota, Honda and Nissan on the global automotive industry cannot be overstated. They revolutionized car manufacturing, introduced new technologies, and raised the bar for quality and reliability.
Their influence can be seen in the cars we drive today, regardless of the badge on the hood. They forced the entire industry to up its game to the benefit of consumers worldwide. Their legacy is one of innovation, determination, and an unwavering commitment to building truly great cars.
Section 10. The future is now. What's next for Japan's automotive giants? As we look towards the horizon, the landscape of the automotive industry is rapidly evolving. The automotive industry is at a crossroads. The traditional methods of car manufacturing and design are being challenged by new, innovative technologies. The rise of electric vehicles, autonomous driving, and connected cars is transforming the very nature of mobility. These advancements are not just trends, they represent a fundamental shift in how we think about transportation. The Japanese automakers are facing these challenges head-on. With a rich history of innovation and excellence, companies like Toyota, Honda, and Nissan are not just adapting, they are leading the charge. They are investing heavily in new technologies and forging partnerships to stay ahead of the curve. Collaborations with tech companies, investments in electric vehicle infrastructure, and advancements in AI are just a few ways they are preparing for the future. The road ahead may be uncertain, but one thing is for sure. Toyota, Honda and Nissan are committed to staying at the forefront of the industry. Their legacy of reliability and innovation will continue to drive them forward, and Nissan will continue to play a pivotal role in shaping the future of the automotive industry. Their strategies are not just about surviving, they are about thriving in a new era of mobility. Their spirit of innovation and their dedication to quality will undoubtedly guide them as they navigate the challenges and opportunities of the 21st century. As they embrace new technologies and redefine what it means to drive, the world will be watching to see how these automotive giants continue to lead the way.